Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. On this episode, we're gonna be showing you how we prepared for the crossover night because New Year in Russia is one of the biggest holidays ever. Like the Russians really go all out. Their decorations are insane. So I was so glad to be sharing this moment with my loved ones. So I wasn't gonna I wasn't playing, I had planned to the T. So as you saw in the previous video, we played with snow for a little bit because the snow gods graced us with a beautiful snowfall. It was all white. After that, I decided that it was time for us to go Christmas tree shopping. We were going to get a real authentic Christmas tree because I'd never had one before. Previously, I'd this artificial Christmas tree, but an authentic Christmas tree, a real Christmas tree, has the smell, it has the tones, it has everything. It's memorable. So I decided it was a must, but I couldn't get it way in advance because I needed, to have checked into the apartment that we're staying in, and I only got to do that right before they arrived. So there was no time for me to go pick up a Christmas tree, but I thought it was perfect to take the whole entire crew with me, and I did. After a couple of photo sessions on all the beautiful Christmas trees and decorations all around the city, it was time for us to go on our hunt and search for the amazing Christmas tree. And so we did. And it was literally just amazing to be on the escalator with everyone because it was such an experience. Telling them to be on the right side of the escalator always, because here you have to keep right to allow for those who want to go at a faster rate to just like walk down the stairs, as you see this little man trying to do here. After that, we got onto the metro and I decided to show them, how you can fast track your metro exit point. If, for example, you're running late for work, this is what I always do when I'm running late. I have to walk through the metro while it's moving. But since everybody enjoyed that little experiment of mine, after a short while, we got to our this was the second Christmas tree market that I had found online, and it was supposed to be at this location, but unfortunately there wasn't anything. Just like the first one we went to, there was nothing, and this one as well. So I ended up calling them and asked them like if they had Christmas trees, and they gave me another location that we decided to go to. Okay, basically I think I was deciding. These guys were just like following me, admiring all these trucks clearing the snow and everything. They were just following me and all the decisions that I made. Hey, I don't talk cleaner, so I thought my best. So now this is en route to the third Christmas tree market, and we got on 2 metros to get there. We got there after, a while because as usual, my tourists would stop at every corner trying to take pictures, videos, photos of anything interesting, anything new to their eyes and everything. So finally we got to that place, and again there was nothing. So I finally made one last phone call And this phone call confirmed there was actually a Christmas tree market full of Christmas trees. Like they just didn't have one left in stock. Like the last place we just been, they told me the last tree had been sold out to some other lady. And this Christmas tree was like 20 minutes away, but they were closing in 10. So I called and begged them, like, please, 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 could you just hold and wait for me for 20 minutes? I need this Christmas tree. Like, I really needed it. I wasn't going to have anything mess up my plans. So I decided that I was going to run with the boys because I had to leave behind my friend, mommy, daddy, and our youngest because I didn't want to keep dragging them all around the city just for the... Guys, we finally got to the Christmas tree place. Oh. Здрасте. Здрасте. We went to tall one. What? Finally, we got to the tree, guys. I'm even tired. I can't even press the recording button. So we go to the tree center, and I'm sure these boys are not happy with my decisions. I promised a tree to Providence, and that's the only way Santa would come. So without the tree, what was I going to now explain and say? Look, it looks small, right? Look at it. I rem, the one I chose. Because I am not Dura and Anto rem. So the one I chose. Yeah. Aka foi там держали. Турник не совсем. А?
Как вам такая? Она, конечно, пониже, чем те, которые показывают. 155/2.
Ага. Я нормально надеюсь. Вы тоже этот закрываете, да?
Да, с бабулей.
Хорошо.
Ел?
Да.
Хорошо.
А почем это?
Она, смотрите, тут есть. Рассылка 165/2. 165/2. 3,390.
Хорошо.
Все, потом.
Давай. Are you proud to be my cripple? We are taking that one. Does it look okay? Or you wanted this type? Huh? You know, Durai. When I'm a present. Eh, most ways are come lights. Actually, this one is. I feel like this one is much easier to decorate because in a space, no one has to tender the. At least that's what my friend was saying. You see, you should get. I've only had like a artificial one. I've never done an authentic one. So, what does it need for? Mano is a kuirepa. Ova toburiso. Kuserwe drum.
Unaisa bai?
Much drama chasimbisha hizo. Ova toburiso yana nakero. Yamsaga. So at this point, baby girl was so excited that we finally had our Christmas tree. Quickly paid for it, and we are ready to go home, and also to go pick up mom, dad, Tina, and Providence, who we had left behind at the metro station. So I had to go back there for them. So we carried out our Christmas tree, and we were on our way. So yeah. Thank God for brothers, guys, because that Christmas tree was actually heavy and it had thorns. It was prickly all the way, but my bros got me. They had to be covered, so they carried it. And we made our way back to the metro. Only a few minutes into our walk, I discovered that I had not asked for the stand on which to put it by the time we would get, home to decorate the tree. You're gonna see later in this video what we ended up doing. It was crazy, but we made a plan. So we rushed back, and by the time I'd almost made it to meet up the rents and everyone, They were panicking because I'd left them at a station with 3 different lines. So they were a bit confused where to wait for me. And I intentionally didn't get anyone their local line because I was like, I'm not going to be wasting money buying a SIM card. So at this point, I'm all by myself. I was now all by myself in the metro because I'd left 3 of my brothers, the older ones, with the Christmas tree at another station, and I was rushing to go meet up with mom, dad, the youngest, and Miss Tina. So I found them at the line that I'd hoped they would go to because there were like 3 different stations at the place, and they had also found some African person from, was it Sudan, to call me, and he was like, how could you have left your parents out here, blah blah blah. I was like, hey, don't worry, this is Russia, they're good. I found them. So we made it home with our Christmas tree.
You need the knife. You need the knife. Bye.
Where's this new area, Matilda?
So we tried a couple of times and it wasn't working. It seemed to be failing, but finally we put our brains together and came up with a plan led by the engineer. They thought they had a brilliant plan. But of course, I, being the doctor of the family, I was like, I can save the day, okay? I'm a whole doctor. Just wait up. And I ended up coming up with a plan like, you know what we need to do? We need to put this Christmas tree in a corner. But before we did that, of course, we added some restraints to it, some ropes. We tied it up all together. And it wasn't easy. But finally, we got it all kind of stabilized. And then finally set it in the corner. And it was ready for decoration.
Touch yourself.
As wait, don't stay. Wait, don't know, we don't go. This nigga.
Let him be.
Tina, lights off.
The Christmas tree decoration was done in record time, and just like that, we were ready to wait for Santa Claus, Father Christmas, Saint Nick, and as he's called in Russia, Ded Moroz. So, as soon as we lit up our Christmas tree, as you can see, beautiful, everybody got ready for Ded Moroz.